Today I'm going to explain the importance of color swatches and a small project of easy bookbinding to keep it all together. Hello beautiful Firefly Soul Art friends, it's Leana here. Lovely having you with me. Get comfortable, grab yourself a beverage of your choice and let's visit together today. I will explain to you the importance of making color swatches like these, why I do them. This is just a variety of pencils that I have. So these are just normal coloring pencils. These are artist pastel pencils, Cretacolor and Derwent. These are watercolor pencils. This is the Lara. This is the artist quality Cretacolor. And this batch here is a combination between Grafton Derwent and Derwent's Intense. So I'm going to get this out the way and let's just further. One of the reasons why I like to do color swatches is, especially with color pencils, is that if you look at the color of the nib, it's like a greeny color, and then the back of it is like more tan. This color is tan. So the difference when you color in compared to when it's wet, there's quite a big difference. And this is one of the reasons why I do color swatches, not just of pencils, but I also do the swatches with the various paints that I have. And the reason for that is that watercolors will dry lighter. Gouache paints, depending on the pigment, it will either dry lighter or darker. When it comes to acrylics, the 1 to 2 tonal value is darker, but you do get artist quality acrylic paints that remains the same color or tone between dry and wet.
Oil paints remains the same from wet to dry, so there's no color difference or tonal difference.
This is what you're going to need for the project today. You will need paper. Either you can have them prepared with color swatches already. That is totally up to you. You will see on some of my papers I've got transfer paper stuck to the one side. And the reason for that is these are pastels, so they will smudge like there, and then they won't affect the page that lies on top of that. Another reason why I really like doing swatches is that it gives me a very good indication, especially when you look at your watercolor pencils, what they look like between wet and dry. Having the color swatches also help when you are painting from life, like a still life setup or even a photograph, that it gives you the opportunity to do a closer comparison to the colors that you would like to use in your project. You've got your paper. You will have a front. This is A5. You will have a front and a back. This is hardboard. I'm still going to paint the inside. But thick cardboard also is perfect. You don't have to use hardboard. I just like it because it's lovely and sturdy. You're going to need something for the spine. This is 1 mil thick Perspex, but you don't have to use this. You can use, again, the cardboard. I would say the same thickness as that your other cardboard would be. You're going to need something to glue the spine and the front and back pages together. I've got 6 pieces here of rope. This is waxed cord actually. And the reason for that is I have 6 pages that I would like to put in this book. Normally I would use a PVA glue, but for today's project, because PVA glue takes a while to dry, I'm just going to use double-sided sellotape and a pair of scissors. I just want to pick them up because they dropped. This is how your book will be put together. You've got your spine cover, your spine section, your front and your back pages. Now, what you want to do is this section here, this gap between your spine and your front and back covers, there will be a small gap which would be the thickness of the board that you're going to use. The reason for that is that if this is all snug up tight against that, then your book will remain flat. There's not going to be space for it to close up. As mentioned before, I'm just going to use double-sided tape. So let's get some sticking of sellotape down. Just trimming the excess off. Oops. There we go. This one is cut very weirdly with some extra pieces here. I wonder why. There we go. Weird. Anyway, this will be fine. So I just want to see that it's more or less in the middle. I think that's fine. I'll press it down. You will see it sticks over a little bit, and I've actually filed some V's into there where the cord will go through and keep it in place. Now I'm taking this one and I just on this side where it will come to about there and about there, and the same on this side. There we go, there and there. There we go. This is a very weird piece, I must say. Got a different camera set up, so hopefully this will help me to stay in frame. Unlike with the previous video where I was totally out of frame. should you decide to use PVA glue or wood glue or craft glue, then you would obviously just paint those sections there, leave a gap, that section, and paint that section. So if I had to glue this down, I would naturally first glue the section down and then follow with the outer pages. I just want to trim these additional pieces off. That's not going to be needed. And here it sticks over a little bit. Just want to peel that back a little bit and cut that extra piece off. There we go. So this is basically going to be the only gluing that you will be doing, unless when you've done your book or your book cover and you want to decorate the front of it more, then you will use the glue, etc., that you would normally do when you do like journaling, etc. So I just want to peel this off. Oh, before I forget, I want to glue some down here as well. Let's do it this way around. I can't forget that. So we want glue from there to there as well. And I think I might just add an additional section down the middle there. There we go. So that section is done. And then we will do this section here. From there to there. I love this double-sided sellotape. I think it's an awesome invention. Easy to use, convenient for a lot of projects. So yes, now I can put that aside. Just want to trim this excess off. That's fine. Other side. So, as you can see, bookbinding does not have to be complicated. It depends with what you want to do with the end result. It's actually a beautiful day today. We've had quite a lot of hot weather this summer. I know it's summer, but I really struggle with the heat. And today it's overcast, it's drizzling. It is absolutely magnificent. Okay, I'm going to remove the... You must tell me if I waffle too much. But I'm just having general conversation. Yes. I'm just removing these sections. You can also use a pair of tweezers when you remove these sections. It actually helps to get hold of them. I find this section here, it's almost like a, oh, there we go. Okay, so I'm just going to glue the one side first. So this is one part of it. I want to put this section here. So I'm going to make sure, I'm going to keep in mind of that piece where there's no glue. So I'm not going to put it right on the edge there. Actually going to use this one maybe, just to keep the position open there. There we go. And then I'll put this one down. So what you do is you take your wax cord or even like a hat elastic. I think I'll start from the back, and you'll tuck it in there in those little teeth. I'll show you now. There you can see those little teeth that I made. So you just tuck it in there. Like that. I'm going to tie this. You can make a bow if you want. You can even use ribbon, whichever you like or prefer. I'm just going to make a knot here. Get my fingers out. There we go, that's better. There we go. And then I just want to get the last page because I'm going to work from back to front. These are all clear pages. There we go. So this is the last page. Don't you think these graftins are beautiful? I absolutely love them. All right. Then I just want to move that in there. If you want to make an art journal, this is another easy way to do an art journal, to bind pages together. Just want to move that into that little slot there. There we go. make sure that they are evenly spread. You don't have to make these grooves. There we go. So I'll tidy it up and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Our project is finished. That's the spine. Front page. This is what it looks like from the top. And then we can open it. And what I really like about this way of bookbinding as well is that the pages are lying nice and flat. So if you want to make a sketchbook or even a watercolor sketchbook, it would be nice to take outside into, if you want to do plein air painting, because it's a hard cover. If you use hardboard or anything, superwood, anything like that, this is 3mm thick. And then when it folds open, then it's nice and flat, no matter where you are in your book. So the pages remain flat. So I've moved all these sections to the bottom. You don't have to have it like that. You can have the knots on the inside if you don't want it visible here. Elastic works really well. I've actually made a diary that's got elastic, and that works super cool as well. I'll just get it quickly and then I can show you. So yes, there's our book. Simple, quick, easy. Let me show you the other one that I've made. Alright. This is the art journal that I made from an old leather handbag actually. And it works on the same principle. The only difference here is that I made this with elastic. So the inside is like this. There we go. So these contain signatures. Lots of open pages where I can still fill in some sections. And I absolutely love it. What is really super about this as well, which I think is a big plus, is if you want to work on a certain area. This is a mug that I got from one of my colleagues when I was still working at the art shop. Thank you, Yana. I love my mug. And I can take the whole section out and I can put the book aside and I can just work on this section or this page if I want to. And then when I'm done, this is some Eurographic art I did a while ago. Then all I do is I just get it to the middle, get the elastic, slip it in, and there you go. So bookbinding, this has actually become a very favorite of mine because it's easy to do and you can just add pages if you want to. You can remove pages. It's just so convenient. So yes, quickly, there's the one side of the magnet and there's the other side. These are super strong magnets. Oh, it's repelling now. Just remember, oh, I just pulled it off. I need to glue it back on again. Just shows you how strong these magnets are. Look here. Oh, my word, where's it gone? Look here. They are super strong. These are like earth magnets. So yes, I absolutely love them. I must just glue this one back.
I will see you in the next video. Until then, remember to keep your inner light shining. Much love, hugs and light to you. Bye for now.